Hey everyone, we're the ECB team, and today we're gonna react on Eurovision 2026 entries. Let's get started. So, this time will be all about Ukraine. The country has selected the Eurovision 2026 entry via the Vidbir 2026. Um, Among the competing entries, artists, we had some big names like Jerry Hale and Monokate and many others. But the winner is Lelek with Rindim. And let's see what do we think about that song, starting with you, Naomi, please.
Yeah, I think it's a really, really great song. I believe Ridnym in Ukrainian means like native one's own, known to somebody, if I've got that right. And I think it is really powerful. I just love the camera shots. You guys know I'm big on my camera work. I love it. I love the kind of one shot thing. It reminds me kind of Zari for Greece in terms of the camera work. And that actually did quite well for Greece, and that's what kind of a part of what made it stand out. But for this entry, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think I love the camera work. It makes it iconic. It makes it quite powerful. And this is what I mean by good camera work. So not saying that Albania's wasn't great, but sometimes when you kind of don't have the camera work quite right, it can distract. And obviously, famously, we know what happened with Switzerland's performance sort of in last year. When we get the camera work a little bit wrong, it can distract a little bit. Luckily, she was fine, but it can distract. So I think if Ukraine can kind of carry out that great camera work again on the Eurovision stage, I think they might have nailed it on that element. So really love the song, really love LELÉKA. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think it's really great. I think Ukraine once again showing us the high standards that they have for their selections. They're one of the few countries that are famously known for their high standards: Sweden, Italy, to name a few others, Israel, to name a few others, who are known for having very, very high standards, Greece as well. So I think Ukraine have definitely shown they're part of that group who have selections that are known for being very high standards. Um, so yeah, and I love the kind of flowering lighting work at the end with the daffodil. I think it was absolutely beautiful. So again, overall, Ukraine usually has the complete package, and Ukraine is also known for their great staging in Eurovision as well. So again, for me, it really completes that package of what makes a Ukrainian entry. I really love it. I think it's great. Again, it's not one of my personal favorites. We will get onto a song that is my personal favorite. Do not worry, it's on its way. But the thing is, for me, I do appreciate how beautiful and great the song is. And once again, Ukraine have really shown their power and their talent and what they can bring to Eurovision. So, yeah, I'm excited to see where this one will go in terms of staging, direction of the song, how we can elevate it. But already, I do feel it's quite a good package from Ukraine. So, yeah, well done, Ukraine. I think it's a really, actually, really great song.
That's great to hear. Actually, I really like that one. I wanted it to win the national selection. I mean, I was most of the time, sorry, I was supporting Mona Kate to win the selection. But yeah, Leleka really delivered both vocally and visually on stage. So when she won, I wasn't disappointed. I was disappointed that many others didn't had the chance to win, but she was one of the best for real. So about the song, Ridnym, delicate, emotionally raw ballad, starts with with a Vandura melody, by the way, another instrument that doesn't really get mostly the stage on Eurovision, but now it is common in some Eastern European countries mostly. Uh, it has a bit jazzy vibe for me, but no, an accessible one, not one that people are not into. Um, what I really like about it is some of the contracts it suggests, because on one side it's really fragile, but on the other hand it's really powerful as well. And the message is beautifully conveyed to the listener, to the viewers. I think we don't have much entries with this orangey, red, yellow palette of staging, which is, kind of deliver some light and hope. I really like it. We all know that Ukraine is still sadly struggling with that war, and I think this song suggests a very hopeful place, some optimism. So I really like that one. The cello and the old violin thing also shifting the song a lot to more orchestral sound. And let's not forget about these heavenly long high notes in the end. I think that in some cases her voice is really like birds in the nature, and then like the all native thing and all natural vibe that she has tried and succeeding in delivering. It's really a nice package. Not to mention that Ukraine is one of the like for real the best countries when it comes to staging. I think any act you can imagine they can stage it really sophisticatedly and really nicely. And here in the Vidbir, it's already a good one. We all know that what we see in Vidbir is not necessarily the final outcome. It might be even upgraded, and I hope it will. Uh, as for now, it looks like a song that will do better with jury, but I think that if we don't have any orchestral ballad like that one, although we have Malta, but it's not the same, I think it might stand out. Uh, as a vocalist, I really trust LELÉKA. I think like there's no doubt she will deliver it. There's also a really good performance by her when she was invited to the Ukrainian radio and she performed the song before even winning it. It was like really give me goosebumps. So I don't know, I really like that one. And let's mention that it's the first time since 2016 that Ukraine sends a female vocalist to represent the country. The in the recent years it was a lot about groups, duos or bands or male vocalists, and now it's a bit different direction. Look, last time they have done it, it was Jamala who won the whole thing, so who knows what's gonna be the fate of LELÉKA. But I just think that in general terms, I think that the song gonna do better than expected. I'm not sure about how well it's combined in the odds currently. It keeps on changing. It's quite high because probably people feel safe, like, to putting their bets on Ukraine, which is kind of safe choice, right? They usually do well, so putting them high in the betting odds, it's quite, let's say, on average, a good choice. But regardless that, and regardless the situation there, etc., I think it's a really a good one. And yeah, camera angles as well as you told Naomi are really good. It reminds me a bit of Zoe Man, by the way, with the one shot thing. But I think here the way they put a lot of colors and the lighting keeps on changing and then the camera angles come dynamic. This is the right recipe to do so and not being very constant. So yeah, overall has a lot of positive things to say on that one. All right, so Ukraine gonna compete in semifinal number two. They are allocated to perform the second half of the show, which is already equipped with some ballads. And I'm talking about Malta, Latvia, and Albania, and many others, maybe. So Naomi, how would you estimate Ukraine chances to qualify to the grand final?
Yeah, I actually do think, given Leleka's very strong vocals, very great as a performer, I think, yeah, as we said with camera angles, the Zoma, there was that bit of the incident in the semi-final, but it can, when you get the camera angles and you do it right, it can work really well. Again, for Zari, the camera angles when she kind of looking like she was streaming on Instagram and the camera work of that, that was really quite good. So when done well, and this is kind of my advice to Albania, just be very careful because you don't want it taking away from what's very perfect. But going back to Ukraine, I think Ukraine, I really don't see them breaking their great qualification record. I'm going to be honest. I don't see how this one would break it. I know last year a lot of us were worried with kind of Ziffer and Birds of Prey. I think we were all kind of worried, is this going to be the moment Ukraine breaks their perfect qualification record? I'm not really worried now. It's nice to have a year where I'm not worried. I think it will do really well. I think definitely it will resonate with the juries. I think the people will really love it. People know that Ukraine bring very high standards to their performance. Yes, obviously they're most known for their staging, but I think LELÉKA will really bring it as well as a performer and an artist. So I do actually see it qualifying. I have no really qualms in seeing why it wouldn't or why would I be unsure. I'm very almost certain, pretty much that they will qualify. Um, I see them qualifying well. And I do genuinely believe it will be because of what they will bring to the Eurovision stage. Obviously, at the time of the recording, it's still very early. We have a lot of songs who've not even announced their artist or song. We don't know the full running order. So we have to take that into account as well. But I do feel Ukraine will qualify and will qualify really well, maybe near the top, maybe around the middle. I can't see them qualifying very low. I feel like it will be a strong qualification. And I thought they actually do really well. So yeah, so definitely really great song. I'm excited to see where this goes. And yeah, I do believe it will be a strong qualification.
Yeah, no difference here. I think it's a really well-packed entry, encapsulating all the components, like, song, camera angle, staging, personality, message, everything together, just well communicating together, let's say, or encapsulated together. Yeah, relying on the impressive historical track of Ukraine always making it to the final, I can't see any difference as for this year, especially when the song Sorry But Not Sorry better than last year. So yeah, it looks like a safe qualifier. I even might say, as you said, probably on the top of the semifinal, not necessarily first or second place, but let's say the top first and not top five and not the bottom five of qualifying, as for now, as I see it. I do see here a lot of jury appeal as well, besides the fact that public vote usually stands behind the Ukrainian entry. So combining all of those together, yeah, I think Ukraine gonna qualify as well in 2026. All right, it's time to give our scores. Naomi, please.
A beautiful, beautiful song. It's close to being one of my personal faves. Again, we'll get to my personal faves in later videos, so do check them out. But I do feel it's a very incredible song, and I feel a lot has gone into it. I really feel Ukraine will do well, and I feel they definitely deserve it. So yeah, I've got to think about the fact that it is amazing. It's close to being one of my favorites. So you know what? I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Well done, Ukraine. Really beautiful song, and I can't wait to see where this goes.
Oh, that's great. So yeah, I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. I really like that one. I mean, currently we don't have much songs that have been like officially confirmed and selected and all these things, but uh currently it's one of my top. So, and I really like it from the first moment I have heard it. So yeah, for me it's a good signal why to give it like a very high score. And I believe it won't go down, to be honest, because it has only like, the possibility to improve. I can't see them revamping it or changing something significantly. So yeah. All right, so Ukraine gonna compete in second semifinal in the second half of the show. Let's wish good luck to LELÉKA with Ridnym. And guys, tell us in the comments below, what do you think about the Ukrainian entry this year? Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe to our channel right here below. You can find us on escb.com, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and basically everywhere. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.